Gcinumuzi, also known as Neyi Zimu, is a talented and dynamic gospel artist who is finally seeing his childhood dream manifest itself into a musical career he had envisioned for himself. The artist has gone on to release 5 albums before recording his first live DVD recording titled "The Waiting Is Over." The singer, songwriter and producer joins us now in studio to share more on his musical career thus far. Very good morning to you, Neyi, and welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Great having you on the show this morning.
It's a pleasure for me to be here, and good morning to all South Africans and Africans who are watching.
Indeed, indeed. Now, from Gcinumuzi to Neyi, how did your stage name come about?
Well, I've always been known as Neyi. Gcinumuzi, those are my legal names, you know, but I grew up being called Neyi. My parents, everybody around me, they've always been calling me Neyi. So it's been a nickname that I got. I don't know from who, but I grew up with that nickname, and I believe that God was giving me a stage name from my early days, you know.
Sure.
So that name has grown up. Well, there are people who know me as Moses, but I've always been known as Neyi. Yeah.
Okay. Now, the waiting is over. Clearly, it is over, and I'm sure excitement is an all-time high.
Yeah, yeah, the waiting is over, yeah. Well, I know it's a bit of a funny title for an album because you'll expect joy or peace or, you know.
Right.
But I felt I needed to express my gratitude to God and my excitement for the door that I believe God was opening for me. I have a background of a sound engineer. I used to work here for over 10 years.
Really?
In my early days, yeah. So the SABC was my first and my last employer in life. I've never been employed beyond that. I'm just my own boss. So,
stuff, yeah.
But when I left SABC, I committed that, you know, I'll pursue my music career.
Okay.
Because I was part of the starting of Family Factory and Joyous Celebration back in the days.
Oh, yeah.
So I took a break to focus on my sound engineering career. And
having been part of Joyous Celebration and Family Factory, why did you decide to go on a solo venture?
Look, those are big, you know, ensembles. You know, I felt like one was going to be swallowed up in those ensembles, you know, especially if you have a dream to pursue your solo career. So Family Factory was a good springboard for us when we finished school, and Pastor Mthunzi Namba came to Joburg and joined with Lindelani. He was working for Sony, and Sony needed a choir that can make things happen in South Africa in the gospel, in the contemporary gospel field, you know. So Mthunzi put us together, and we did something good that sort of exposed us to the professional world of doing things. And then it grew to Joyous Celebration, and I only did Joyous Celebration 1. Then I realized that, you know what, I don't see myself going further with both Family Factory and Joyous, because I wanna be known as a Neyi and stand alone. So I had to start that journey by myself. Yeah.
And also share the stage with the likes of Benjamin Dube, Rebecca Malope, Sibongile Khumalo, the late Wendy Mseleku, the late Vuyo Mkwena. Are we likely to see any collaborations in this particular album or in this particular DVD or future projects?
I always do collaborations. I have a project that I co-produce with Omega. It's called Friends in Praise. And as you know, that I am part of Spirit of Praise, where I collaborate with a lot of other artists, including Pastor Benjamin Dube, you know. So I believe in collaborations. Even when the waiting is over, I did a duo with Omega. And, you know, for my future work, there'll always be collaborations that I do with other artists.
Yeah. Now, Neyi, gospel artists nowadays seem to have migrated from shooting videos along the mountainside or in the rivers to live recordings. Is this a new trend?
It's a new trend. Unfortunately, it's a new people believe that we are our best when we perform live.
Okay.
But it's not all gospel artists who do that, I must say. There's other great artists who are quite amazing, and they're doing well in the gospel industry, who are not doing live DVDs.
Okay.
But for us, because of the Spirit of Praise involvement, people see you on that big platform with Benjamin Dube. So if you do a studio project, it's like you did nothing. You know, they want that Neyi that they saw at Carnival City or somewhere around Benjamin Dube. So there's a bit of pressure there because, you know, the budgets and other things are not fair. But those are the trends. I think we are slowly moving towards that.
Right. And in your first album, you worked with Concord Nkabinde.
Yeah.
That's a legend in the industry. How was your working relationship with him?
I come a long way with Concord Nkabinde. When I went to Natal to study, I was referred to Concord Nkabinde by one of my friends here in Johannesburg, and I met with Concord. In fact, Concord Nkabinde is the door that led me to meeting with Mthunzi Namba, Jabu Hlongwane, because he was already in the music industry, and he became a brother of mine for about 4 years. We shared the same room. We did a lot of things together, so we became friends. And family. So when we came back to Joburg, we used to live together as well. And when I did that album, he said, "No, look, you know what? Let me just come in and put my bass guitar on a few tracks." And that was like amazing, because Concord is Concord, eh? Yeah.
Great stuff. That now, not only are you in the music industry, you're also a pastor at your own ministry in Midrand. How has that helped you grow as an artist?
Well, that has helped me to be grounded more than anything. It has helped me to be grounded in the Lord, and to connect with the people.
Okay.
Because when you lead a church, when you have a responsibility to lead a church, God is giving you an opportunity to connect with His people. So you become a channel that God is going to use to communicate something to His people. So that kept me grounded, and it also taught me humility, because here I am. I'm a pastor in a community where I deal with people and handle people's problems, and all of a sudden God says you're going to be a superstar. You know, that humility. Had I not been in that space, I wouldn't know Gutumuntu Uyin. You know, I would just want people to regard me as a superstar, and miss out on the opportunity that God wants me to exercise. Uguti, I must be able to minister to the people. So that's why you find my music has got that emotional touch into it, because I'm in touch with the people on the ground.
And superstar you are, I can vouch for that.
Well, yeah, we thank God for that.
What would you still like to achieve for the remainder of the year?
Well, for the remainder of the year, I'm embarking on doing my. I did The Waiting Is Over at beginning of the year in January, at the World of Yamaha on the 20th of January. It's doing very well. It has just gone over 11,000 copies. So I'm just praying that with the support of all South Africans, I will be able to do my gold very soon.
Yeah.
And then I'm doing another recording on the 4th of November, which is another live DVD, but I'll release it next year. So my plans to close the year is to gather everybody again and say, let's worship God together, so that when we start the year, we release that product that will encourage the nation moving forward.
And earlier on this year, you released your first live DVD recording. How is that received?
It's doing very well. The Waiting Is Over is doing extremely well. People love most of the songs there, and yeah, it has opened another door for me, from Spirit of Praise from Jehovah Tsepliwana to that The Waiting Is Over. God has done amazing things, and I want to say thank you to all the South Africans for going out there to buy my music and support me, and I promise them that more is coming.
Neyi Zimu, I must say that your sounds are absolutely uplifting. Thank you so much for your uplifting music.
I am
Thanks
humbled.
for chatting
Thank
to
you.
you this morning.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
That was Gcinumuzi, known as Neyi, sharing more on his music and live DVD titled The Waiting Is Over, recorded early this year. Stay tuned to Morning Live for more from his music. Let's now take a short break. We'll be right back.
Sweet